Now, time for Fox Carolina weather. Weather Rate certified most accurate local forecast.
Welcome back to the 10 o'clock news. We are monitoring severe weather. In fact, we have a tornado watch for western North Carolina, and I know it could get bad for the upstate. Chief Meteorologist Kendra Kent and Meteorologist Ben Dornbach are joining me. So you guys, I know this can get a little bit scary for people who are going to bed right now and really don't know what to expect.
Well, exactly. And just because there's not a tornado watch out for the upstate right now doesn't mean there's not going to be later. And remember, a watch is when tornadoes are possible. A warning is when you need to take action. You need a way to get those warnings tonight, because look at the time frame for this. For the mountains, it's really now, because our western mountains are seeing some very strong thunderstorms. And then through around 4 a.m., that line's going to start to push through the Asheville, Hendersonville area. In the upstate, our threat really isn't going to get going until around 2 a.m. And the worst of it likely between about 4 and 6 a.m. when so many of us are sleeping. So again, have a way to get your warnings. The Fox Carolina app, a great way to do that. And take a look, the tornado watch. This is for an initial band that's moving through, that's going to basically hook up with the main line, and then that main line will swing through later. So this is just the beginning. It will likely be expanded into parts of the upstate. Notice the general motion of the storms is to the northeast, so none of those are barreling right into the upstate right now, but some strong storm activity in the far western sections of North Carolina. Some gusty winds possible with this. This is not considered severe right now in our area, but certainly can be dangerous. So be careful if you're out and about in any of this in the far western portions of our mountains. Still an active tornado warning north of Birmingham, and there's a tornado watch north of Atlanta. And again, we expect that to be issued farther east. You can see that line. That's what's going to affect the upstate later on tonight. We've already gotten a lot of rain, to over an inch in some locations for Clemson and Abbeville, Rutherfordton, and then we're going to get an additional 1 to 2 inches of rain when all of this moves through. So a flash flood watch is issued for the most vulnerable area, which is our mountain areas, and also the northern part of the upstate here, Greenville, Pickens, and Clemson. Here's a look at temperatures right now. We're in the low 60s across the mountains, upper 60s to 70 in the upstate. This is way warmer than it was earlier. If you tried to take a walk with the family, it was cold. So we've got a reverse day going on. Like Ben said earlier, it was a cold day, a warmer night, and that sets the stage for storms. So we're going to keep you posted on that. Want to pitch it over to meteorologist Ben Dornbach to get us set up with the forecast as we head into Monday morning, because storms could be ongoing as you wake up.
Yeah, those of you early risers, yes, your day is going to start with some heavy-duty thunderstorms, but luckily this final line of thunderstorms should move out pretty quickly, so the rest of our Monday is looking pretty nice. It'll be windy. That's going to be the biggest issue for the rest of the day. We'll clear out pretty quickly, get some sunshine, get highs in the lower 70s to near 80 degrees by the end of the day, but that wind is going to be strong. As a matter of fact, we have a wind advisory in effect through 4 p.m. Monday, so this is winds outside of any severe thunderstorms that we'll get tonight. So these are winds on either side of the system that are going to be gusting upwards of 40 miles per hour. This is in effect for essentially the entire western Carolina, northeast Georgia region. So the reason why they issued this is because winds outside of thunderstorms is going to be higher, above 40 miles per hour. And with the recent rain that we're going to get, the ground is going to be oversaturated. That means the foundation on which where trees, power lines, other things sit, that foundation is going to be a little bit weaker. So it's going to be a lot easier for a strong wind to knock those down than it otherwise would be. So power outage is still going to be a bit possible during the day Monday, as well as can't rule out the possibility of some debris flow, some mudslide, things like that in western North Carolina. So rating the day for our Monday, can't quite give it a passing grade just because of that wind advisory, but we'll call it a 6 out of 10 on the Carolina Sky Meter. And I know it's a secondary issue because we've got such a high threat for severe weather tonight, but still thought we'd give you the 7-day forecast. Overall, once we get rid of tonight, tomorrow morning's thunderstorms, we've got an overall quiet weather pattern, so we'll have some time to breathe. A breezy day after the storms move out Monday, a gorgeous day Tuesday, but we're going to cool down. Look at that. By middle of the week, we're talking 50s and 60s for high temperatures. Can't even rule out some patchy areas of frost by Thursday morning in the mountains, with just slight chances of rain from the midweek into this weekend when temperatures bounce back to the 70s. And a very important reminder, once again, during times like this when there's a threat for severe weather overnight, you guys need a way to get a threat for severe weather, or I should say an alert for severe weather. The perfect thing is for the Fox Carolina News app to do that. You can enable those weather alerts on the app, and it is free to download on either Google Play or the App Store. Shale?